May the peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you, my dear friends. Welcome to a new episode of your channel, Ummah channel. In the depths of the dark night, while the eyes of the people of Mecca remained vigilant, watching for the fate of the Islamic message, the best of creation, Muhammad, peace be upon him, slipped quietly through the alleys of Mecca, leaving behind homes that had witnessed the birth of the message and its growth amidst the stubborn pride of the Quraysh leaders. He was not alone on this decisive journey. Accompanying him was the closest of people to him and the most faithful in belief, Abu Bakr al-Siddiq, may Allah be pleased with him, who had devoted himself and his wealth to support the faith. Their footsteps disappeared into the stillness of the night, while their hearts were full of certainty in Allah's victory and support. Their destination was not merely Yathrib, it was the beginning of a new era for Islam. The Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companion did not take the usual northern route. Instead, they headed south, toward the Cave of Thor, a divine wisdom to mislead the watchful eyes of Quraysh who were chasing after them. The cave became their safe haven for 3 days, under the care and protection of Allah. In that lonely place, the strength of faith and patience was manifest. Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, feared for the Prophet more than he did for himself, spending those nights serving him and watching over him. And within the walls of the cave, tranquility descended upon their hearts, and their resolve to continue the path was renewed. After the 3 days passed, and the intensity of Quraysh's search began to wane, the Prophet, peace be upon him, and Abu Bakr left the cave, determined to complete their difficult journey to Yathrib. The desert stretched before them, vast and exhausting, its heat scorching their faces, but their determination was stronger than every obstacle. Faith lit their path, and hope carried them toward a future full of good for Islam and the Muslims. 5. As they travelled, a horseman appeared from afar. He was Suraka ibn Malik, one of Quraysh's fiercest knights, driven by the huge reward Quraysh had promised to whoever would capture the Prophet and his companion. Suraka approached on his steed, but whenever he drew near, the power of Allah intervened and stopped him. Narrations tell that the legs of his horse sank into the ground, and Suraka realized this was not the work of man. Fear overtook him, and he asked the Prophet, peace be upon him, for protection. The Prophet granted it, and Suraka promised not to reveal their location to anyone. This incident was a clear sign of Allah's protection and care for his Prophet at every step of this blessed journey. The Prophet, peace be upon him, and Abu Bakr continued their journey, crossing valleys and plains, overcoming hardships and trials. Each step brought them closer to their destination, Yathrib, which was eagerly awaiting their arrival. News of their approach had already reached some of the people of Medina, who looked forward to this historic meeting that would change the course of their lives and their future. Finally, after days of continuous travel, the first rays of light arrived at the outskirts of Yathrib, in the area of Quba. There, the people of the city welcomed the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companion with great joy and excitement. The Prophet stayed in Quba for a few days and established the first mosque in Islam, Masjid Quba, as a signal of a new beginning. Then came the most important step, entering the heart of Yathrib, the city that would later become known as Al-Madinah al-Munawwara. Its people came out in crowds to receive the Prophet, peace be upon him, men, women, and children, all expressing their happiness at the arrival of the best of creation. It was a truly historic moment, the end of an exhausting journey and the beginning of a new phase in building the Ummah and spreading the message. The Hijrah of the Prophet, peace be upon him, was a pivotal event in Islamic history, a journey embodying the values of patience, trust in Allah, and sacrifice for the sake of truth. After witnessing all these great events, how do you think the lessons of the Hijrah can inspire us in facing the challenges of our modern world? What is your own Yathrib that you're striving to reach through faith and effort? Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new content from Ummah channel. Stay tuned for the next episode to discover what happened after the Prophet's arrival in Medina and the founding of the first Islamic state.